Just like this, I've come to the end of my seventh round like this. So I'm just going to cut, chain one. I'm just going to chain one and cut. So I chain one, then I cut like that. So I pull all out, then I'll make sure it's snap round the back. But before I pass that around the back, I'll place this one across like that. So I'll make sure I'll now take my sewing needle. My sewing needle, I'm going to take that and take a strand of yarn. We've been working with 2 strands, so I'll just take 1 strand of yarn, use my hand to cut so that it stretch out like that. Then I'll pass it through the needle. I'll make sure it's, you can see what I'm trying to cut out the excess what's it called, strand that I'm having around it. So I'll make sure it passes through that loop. So if you can't do that, try and use your speed to stretch out. Then let me cut that out again. So just pass through your needle, then you have it all set. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll take this one that is our band. Let me take all this all out so that you see how it goes. So this is our our strap around the neck, and this one is the one that is covering the bow tie in front. So I'm going to make sure I set my band, the strap around the neck backward, then the cover from the front. I take the two together, then I sew it all down like that. Sew it down like that. So I can keep sewing back and forth till I have a tighter. You can see I'm only picking the what's it called, I'm only picking this. You can see it's tighter now, so I'll just do like 3 or 4 times. Then I'm not sewing on the strap, I'm only sewing the cover. I'm only sewing the bow tie cover like that. So, and that's all. So I'll just make a loop, like try to tighten up, then and pull all out like that. So I'm done with that. So I've cut that out. So I can decide to tighten up with this one too. So we have all end secured. So just like that. So there you go. So I'm going to cut that out. Then the last thing that is remaining for our bow tie now is to connect our elastic band with this 2 parts. So we are going to cut out our elastic band. We are going to be cutting like 4 inches. 4 inches. So connect this side to this side and the other side to that side. So this is my 4 inches. So we have our elastic band. So let's just cut this out. So you need like 4 inches. So I'm going to connect this. So with my sewing needle, first of all, I'll need to connect one side of it like that. I'll need to connect and pull this elastic band, put it across your hook to pull out like that. So you connect this side with this side and this side with this side. So I'm going to sew down like so. So let's do that again. I took my elastic band across the hook and I pull all out like so. So I'm going to sew this down to my band. So if I want to sew it, I just pick from the front like so, like that, and I sew. So I can do that like 4 times to secure it. I'll do that again. So then I'll connect to the front like so. So I've done one part, so I can tie and cut. So I'm going to tie that like so. So you can do that 2 times to secure your work. So I'm gonna do that. Yep. So we have it like that. So I'm going to connect this side. So let's try and hide this one that we have here. So we can hide it like what I showed you the other time. So you can hide by just doing your chain around the back loops, which is this. So you can go through like that. Like so. So we are done with that. So our other part too, which is this side. So you can see that once we have this, it will equate to whatever we already have here. So for this one, I'm going to take the other side from the other hand. You know, this is coming like this. So I will locate the midpoint, which is this place. I'll make sure they both align so that the outer part will be a little bit neater, as in what I have here, it will not twist. So you make sure it's not twisted, then you try and bring it inside like this. Yeah, so you have this in. So okay, let's see. So make sure it's not twisted. My own is looking a little bit twisted. I will make sure it aligns well. So it aligns well, then I'll be able to do my sewing. You know, remember we sew this down too, so we'll have to do the same for this. So twist it back. Yeah, so we have that now. So I'm going to sew this. So you can see by trying to pull out, I got my elastic band. So I'll sew this down like this, like so.